Hi everyone, my name is Lena. Let's chat. Can you imagine if someone told Elon Musk or Steve Jobs or Einstein when they were growing up that they were just too much, too loud, too weird, too different? Now picture that same message being given to millions of neurodivergent young people today who are suffering. The same traits that could make them amazing leaders: creativity, laser focus, thinking differently, are being shut down by schools, workplaces, communities, and sadly, even their own families. And what happens? 80% of autistic adults are unemployed. ADHD teens are dropping out of school at higher rates than ever. Why? Not because they're broken, but because the systems isn't built for how their brain works. And no one sees this. I think it's too difficult to change the systems. Now here's what I've come to believe. We've been seeing leadership all wrong. What if the very things we see as problems, their intensity, their hyperfocus, their big emotions, are actually signs of powerful leadership? These young people don't need to be fixed. These young people need to be trained to lead in a way that works for them and their brains. Now, science backs this up. Neurodivergent brains are wired for innovation, creativity, and deep problem solving and deep thinking. Big companies like Microsoft, Google, Apple are hiring neurodivergent minds on purpose. Why? Because they think differently. They have ideas that no one ever think before. They see things that other people miss. So why then aren't we preparing these young people to lead? Let me tell you about my son Gabriel. Autistic, ADHD, growing up with learning delays, and yet he was one of the most creative thinkers that I know. But for years, Gabriel only heard, "You don't fit in, you're too slow, you're too much, you're too different." By 11, he was depressed. He thought he'd never succeed. So we stopped trying to make him normal and started helping him lead himself. We built routines around his brain. We taught him how to love his brain and use his brain his way. We taught him leadership, values, communication, and slowly he started showing up differently. Now he's dreaming big, he's ambitious, starting a business, sharing his story, writing a book, getting ready to speak on stage with me, creating inspirational arts, excelling in music. What changed? Not him. His environment, his mindset, and someone believing in his potential. Now imagine if every young person like Gabe had that shot, had that kind of support. So here's what we can do. Number one, spot their strengths. Even if they look different, they're powerful. Create leadership paths that work for them. Not every leader is loud. Help them find their way to lead. Number three, shift the story. He's not too intense. He's passionate. She's not distracted. She's creative. Leadership isn't about fixing people. It's about drawing out what's already there. I'm not just talking about it. I'm living it. Let's stop sidelining our next generation of leaders. Let's raise them. Are you in?